Hey, what's going on? What up? What up? What up, y'all? Tania B here with Let's Be Candid. All right, so I wanted to make a video talking about, your feelings matter. All right, like I was on our group call today with the Enlightenment Circle, and our coach, had brung up your feelings matter, like really. And so for me, it had brung up a lot of different emotions, especially like for so long I felt like they didn't, and I had to realize that when she was talking, it made me go back to like, well, where did it start? Like where did it start that I felt like my feelings really didn't matter? And so I remembered that growing up, when I had moved to Texas after my mom had passed away, I remember being in Texas with my dad, and my dad, he was like really, like militant, and he was just really strict. He wasn't abusive or anything like that, but he was just really strict, okay? Very strict. And I wasn't used to that, coming from, being with my mama all the time, who, showered me with so much love, like every single day. Like I would just shower with so much love with my mama, and I can just come to her with anything, and she was just there to console me. So, growing up, I did feel like my feelings mattered because I had someone who I knew genuinely loved me. And so, I still went to Texas even after she, passed away, and going to live with my father. I still had that, like I am, like my feelings do matter. And just throughout the years of me being there for a good, I don't know, I was there for maybe like seven years living in Texas. And I remember like when my dad, he was like a lecturer. Like that dude, he would just talk and talk and talk and talk for like hours. And like, we just had to like listen and everything. And so certain conversations, we would have, like, I remember I would like cry, like I would actually like start crying and everything. And like, I'm laughing now, but it wasn't funny then. And like, he would basically like kind of yell at me a little bit, talking about like I don't care about your crocodile tears, like stop crying. So every time like I did cry like around my father, he would basically tell me to not cry, not to cry. And so I realized, I said, oh, when I was thinking on the call today, I'm like, that's probably why, like I started thinking so much in my head and not from like my heart area. Because, when I had met my coach and everything, like she was like, Tania, you need to really, come down from your mind and go down to your heart. And I was just like, I don't know why, like I'm so much in my mind. But today on this call, it made me realize, like, that's why. Because hearing my father tell me all the time to stop crying and that like my tears don't matter, it made me like not want to feel from my chakra area no more, from my heart. I didn't want to do it no more, because every time I did it, I got rejected. And so I realized, I was like, damn, guess my feelings ain't shit, And then getting into my relationships, oh God. And when I got into my relationships, I realized that I started to feel more, from my heart area and stuff like that. And then I remember in one of my relationships that she would constantly tell me, she was like, fuck your feelings. And that's what she would say to me. She's like, man, Tania, fuck your feelings. Like, fuck your feelings. Like every time when I tried to express myself, right? And so that right there triggered another thing, like, damn, my feelings ain't shit. Like, my feelings don't matter at all. Like, it don't, like, it really doesn't. And so for the last few years, I really had to like deprogram myself from those emotions, that I had from, growing up in my adolescence and teenage years, and just growing up into like my young adult life. I had to remember that, like, to deprogram myself, you have to unlearn certain things. And so this call really helped me, when my coach just really just put it out there, like, hey, your feelings do matter. Remember that, like, your feelings really do matter. Like, they matter to God, they matter to the universe, like, they matter to our creator, so like, you are important. So if you out there and you feeling like your feelings ain't shit, like how I felt multiple times, or or you may be around people who tell you like it's not okay to cry, or to like be emotional, because I know I can be very emotional. And so now I think I'm probably finding like the balance of it now, from going from one extreme, from not crying at all for years, and then getting in my relationships where I was crying like all the time when I felt like something was going wrong. So I had so much pent up emotions from years of being told not to cry. So now that when I did cry, it was like on an extreme level, it would just be crying and crying and crying and crying and crying because I didn't express myself growing up as a teenage, like in those type of ways, because I didn't feel like my feelings matter either way. So I just want to let y'all know that your feelings do matter. So no matter what, so your feelings are valid. So just remember that, like, yo, you're important. Like, you truly are important. And I just wanted to share that message with you are. I just wanted to share that message with y'all. So I appreciate you all watching this video. Definitely hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and just know that, yo, you're important and that your feelings really do matter, okay? And so just go out there in the world and just remember that, like, your feelings matter. And remember, feelings do create too. So that's a great way to create your dream life, because that's one of the ways get programmed is through your feelings too. So all right, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Appreciate you watching. All right, I love you. Keep loving yourself. Definitely, if you want to talk more about this, you can hit me up with 248-7 B. That's 248-7 B. All right, y'all, love you.